Hey everyone, it's Tim here and wishing you a very happy and healthy new year. And as the Lunar New Year approaches with all the snacks and the decorations, wishing you and yours a very happy Lunar New Year as well. And it's so nice to be back in Vancouver after an incredible trip to the Philippines. And I must say, it's a lot more cold and chilly here in Vancouver than it is in Manila. But I really enjoyed all the different eateries and all the great buffets in the Philippines, where we search out Manila's best buffet and got to try a lot of weird and wonderful dishes. Have you heard of a lobster lechon? This is a whole lobster with the tail deshelled, wrapped with sticky rice to soak up all the goodness, then stuffed in a lechon, roasted till crispy on the outside and tender and lobstery at the inside. And this is at Manila's best restaurant, at least I consider Manila's best restaurant. But along with the restaurants, there are amazing Vegas-style buffets, very grand and very over the top, Vegas-style indeed, with endless stations of great food, with the roasts and the lobsters that never stop. Some of them are very dramatic and quite amazing, and I believe I found a contender to the best buffet in the Philippines, and this is the newest buffet in Manila, and this is a Japanese buffet, and walking in, it's like going into a different world. Beautiful spaces, very dramatic, exceptional quality from the ingredients to the service, and everything was impeccably done, right down to the finest details. This is definitely a contender to be the best buffet in Manila, and I'm so glad and grateful that we can experience it together. But before going into today's video, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that's Helix Sleep. With over a decade with my old mattress, it's time for a change, and experiencing so many different mattresses on my travels, I realized just how important a bed is to a good, restful night's sleep. The difference between waking up energized and refreshed versus tired and groggy can truly set the tone for your day, and that's why I'm so grateful to Helix Sleep. They make luxury mattresses designed to give you a better night's sleep using premium materials such as individually wrapped coils, memory foam, cooling technologies, zoned comfort support, and more, but it's the options and the customizability that sets it apart. With their simple online quiz, you can find the mattress that's perfectly tailored to your sleep style. Whether you prefer soft, medium, or firm, sleep on your back, your side, or your stomach, or even if you need support for different body types, Helix has a mattress that's perfectly designed for you or you and your partner. The process is super easy. You discover and order your mattress online. It's then delivered to your door, and all you have to do is unbox it, let it expand, and enjoy a night of better rest. And I've noticed a huge difference after switching to my Helix mattress, where I wake up refreshed and focused, and where everything just feels right and you're ready to tackle the day. And the team at Helix pays close attention to the quality and construction of their mattresses using premium materials, manufactured in North America, comes with a 10-year warranty, and they even have financing and offer flexible payment plans as well. So give it a try. Visit Helix Sleep online, and there you'll find many mattresses, sleep technologies, accessories, and options to choose from. And also on the site, as mentioned, you'll find a quiz to help you find the perfect mattress that's tailored just for you. And the folks at Helix were kind enough to offer a promotion. Just visit Helix Sleep online by going to helixsleep.com/timlee, or scan the QR code that's on the screen for exclusive savings and incredible sales. And in fact, right now, Helix's Best of the Web sale is happening for a limited time. And for this month, they are giving an exclusive savings to the viewers of this channel of 27% off your mattress purchase plus 2 free pillows. And I'll leave the details in the video description. And again, to get the limited time exclusive offer of 27% off your mattress purchase plus 2 free pillows, just visit helixsleep.com/timlee or scan the QR code on the screen for a perfect night's rest. And that was really kind of them. And I can't think of a better way to start off the new year with great rest and great energy. So now that we are well rested, let's get out of the cold of Vancouver and be transported to the warmth of the Philippines, where we get to visit a spectacular buffet. But first, we have to get there by motorbike, weaving in and out of the busy streets of Manila, and traffic starts to die down as we enter the newest part of Manila. This is Entertainment City with the beautiful lights, the many casinos, and a spectacular buffet. All right, we have arrived, and let's check out the buffet. There, thank you. Oh, hi, thank you. So it's about 6 o'clock, and I believe the buffet is just about to start, and it's all the way up on the 5th floor. Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is like outdoors, indoors, and I believe the buffet is just starting. But on our right, we've got some great entertainment, and I love coming to a buffet when it is nice and pristine, and not too many people yet. Let's see if we can grab our table. Hey Abby, how are you?
Good, sir.
This is gorgeous, and I can't believe, like, it's like the high ceilings. It's like a stadium here.
Yes.
Well, a little bit hungry. Can I get a table?
Certainly.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, and the buffet is in full swing. Oh, thank you. So glad to get a table here, and I just can't get over it. This is like the grandest buffet I've ever seen. And over there, I believe, is where they are cooking up the yakitori and the ramen and also the tempura. And further in is all the hot food and behind the boulder there. And I believe that is the dessert station. And this is what the Okura buffet is known for. But Abby was nice enough to explain what the buffet includes, and it has free-flowing non-alcoholic beverages. And again, this is quite stunning, and it reminds me of the time back in Tokyo where I went to one of the largest buffet, if not the largest buffet in Tokyo, called the Hapuna buffet, and it was like a kitchen stadium. And here, it seems like they're doing the same thing. This is buffet stadium. Hi Adeline, how are you?
Sir, I'm good.
Oh, well, can I order some drinks here? Can I get one of the mocktails?
Yes, sir. That is a non-alcoholic beverage.
Ah, wonderful. How about the, what would you suggest?
Here is a tropical fruit punch.
Okay, let's go for one of those. And can I get a mango as well?
Yes, sir.
So while they're getting the mocktail and the mango juice, let's go check out the buffet. Let's go. All right. And this is absolutely gorgeous. And right over there are the grill station and the ramen station. And I actually did a little bit of reconnaissance, but they were still opening up the hot food section, so it was behind the gates. But this looks stunning. A sea bass, and this is wagyu chuck, rice straw smoked and herb roasted Australian wagyu. So definitely come back for that. Good evening. How are you? Ooh, and gorgeous ramen with the runny egg. So it's kind of hard to figure out where to start. So I'm just gonna cruise around past the yakitori station, and we'll make that to order. But I think what we will do is we will divide and conquer. I'm just gonna backtrack here a bit. Hi, JR.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's looking really good.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's teriyaki chicken.
How does this work? Do we just take some items and then we give it to you?
And sir, the table, sir, your...
Oh, okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So this is fantastic. We can multitask. Let's grab our plate. Oh, there's so many to choose from, and I'm afraid to overload it right from the start. So from this end, we have a little bit of veggies, and listening to Steve, we must eat our veggies. And eggplant here. This is tuna, some mackerel, and I'm kind of a sucker for sea bass. JR, what is this?
Pampan.
Oh, pampano. Okay, this is pampano, not sea bass. But moving on, this is the sea bass. Okay, so thank you, JR. Right here.
Alaskan polak.
Polak, okay. All right. So we'll go for a small piece. And now we are talking, these are the skewers, and we'll go for a skewer of chicken, skewers of pork, and I will choose the fattiest pork satay because that's the best part. And one can't go wrong with the chicken skewers. Okay, next to the wing of chicken, and we'll double it up. JR, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So it's really nice to do a little bit of multitasking at a buffet and I feel so productive. Oh, this is always a popular station here. This is the tempura station, and I guess the seafood station as well. And it is indeed beautiful crab and mussels. So I'll definitely come back for the live seafood station and of course the tempura. But since this is first round, we'll start off with some sushi. Okay. So an alcove of the fresh sushis being handmade. And to our right, the hot food areas. And to our left, more hot food as well. So let's grab our plate. And starting off over here, this is the salad station, and beautiful colors and fresh greens and veggies with a little bit of bacon and crab. But I will skip that in lieu for the magnificent sushi station here. And everything is done so well. Starting off with the quintessential California roll, which we will skip because this is the most beautiful ebi maki I've seen right here. And how can one say no to two of my favorite dishes, tempura and sushi, all in one right here. Oh, and now we're talking, these are the aburi in the form of tuna, nicely torched. And number two, I've visited a lot of buffet sushis, but this is on a level all of its own. Some tuna, a bit of luscious salmon, and a beautiful fatty amberjack. And going further, spicy tuna, right over here, and we'll double it up. And what do we have here? So to go with the spicy tuna, we have the spicy salmon. And number two, carefully. Oh, and now we're talking a soft shell crab roll. Right here. Okay, beautiful salmon aburi with a bit of caviar on top. Okay, number one. And number two, and the plate is precariously full. But moving on, the dynamite roll, and because I got the soft shell crab roll, I'm gonna skip that. And this is aburi saba, but I think I'm gonna skip that because again, not too much room left on the plate. Oh, and look at this, our charcuterie and the salmon, and I believe this is a traditional Filipino kilawin, and I guess kilawin and ceviche are kind of synonymous. So let's give this a try. And oh my goodness, look how finely chopped everything is, from the tuna to the snapper. And this is the most finely diced cucumber I've ever seen. So it's gonna be a little tricky getting all the items with one hand, with the other one holding the camera. But Chef Matet is here to help. Thank you. So this is kilinao.
Kinilaw.
Okay, so some tuna, some egg, beautiful tomatoes, cilantro for freshness. Oh, thank you so much. All right, thank you. So that's very kind of her, and I will go for some more. This is salmon with crispy skin. And we'll set that to the side with a bit of scallions. And oh, what the heck, let's go for a smoked salmon right over here. And we'll pair it up with some finely diced or sliced scallions and some crispy crackers, and that is it for our appetizer round. So I know, I think I have overdid it, and I keep forgetting how much I've ordered since. And with a multitasking, you've kind of doubled up, because not only do we have the fantastic sushi, but Chef RJ was cooking up a storm, so we have this. And of course, the kilawin from Chef Matet. And although I ordered the mocktail, and I believe this is the tropical cocktail, and this is the mango juice, I couldn't resist getting a real cocktail. And this is the Tokyo Low, really beautiful here. Cheers to you. Oh, that is probably one of the best cocktails I've had, and it actually tastes like Tokyo. Very light, very refreshing, and very floral, with a creamy egg white as well. And it's, again, absolutely gorgeous. And it's much too pretty to drink, but no worries here. And with that, I'm gonna start on the sushi, but there are so many to try. And normally the sashimi, I know how it tastes, but this looks absolutely stunning. And it's probably the best sashimi station at a buffet. So this is the amberjack and a little bit of soy. Oh. I think that is the amberjack belly, and absolutely the freshest sashimi I've had at a buffet or in most places in general. Oh. What a fantastic start. And I gotta try the tuna aburi, and this one has lost its aburiness, and we'll put the aburi back on. A bit of soy. Ikitakimasu. Oh. It is the quality that stands out here. Fresh, seared perfectly, and a little bit of tobiko to add some pop to it. It's rare to find soft-shelled crab at a sushi station. Give it a try. This is just breaking apart, like crunchy, soft-shelled crab, nice and meaty, and a bit of spice. I would highly recommend the soft-shelled crab. But thanks to Chef JR, we have the chicken skewers in yakitori form, and this is grilled beautifully. And we'll try with a bit of ponzu, some peanut sauce, and some pepper sauce, and definitely a medley of sauces. So even though I've been waiting a while and it might have cooled down a bit, it is still charred to perfection. Very tender, and Chef JR did a fantastic job. Very fresh with the spring onions and the chicken, so tender. That is so good. And as good as the chicken is, we have the fish, and between that, we have the fattiest pork skewer here. And I believe he mentioned this is satay, so I believe some peanut sauce is in order. Definitely go get the skewers if you're here. The chicken skewers are fantastic, but even better is the pork belly skewer with the peanut sauce. And unfortunately, it's hard to get to, so we'll just have to help it along. Okay, and let's give it a try. Very good. It's hard to stop because it's so flavorful and a bit fatty, but what is not fatty and what might cut the richness is the kilawin. And I believe this is my first time trying it. And if I'm doing this wrong, please let me know. We'll throw caution to the side and just give it a try, and we'll mix it up. And I've got the cracker here. There we go. And I suggested some cilantro for the freshness. Oh, carefully. That is so bright and acidic, and it just opens up your appetite. So delicious, and thank you to Chef Matet again. Since I have a little bit of cracker left, we'll try the salmon ceviche with the crispy salmon skin. All right, cheers. Very mild with a bit of crunch, and it is a bit spicy because it creeps up on you. But to counteract the spice, we'll give the buttery sea bass a try. I believe this is a pollock, and this is, I'm not sure what this is. This is a poplano, and this is a sea bass, and that's definitely one of my favorite fishes. And not the pepper sauce, nor the peanut. We'll go with a little bit of ponzu. All right, and it's a bit of a straggler. Oh. When you're here, go see Chef JR first and go for the sea bass because it is rich and buttery and grilled to perfection, just flaky and just cooked perfectly. Again, well done to Chef JR. So, a fantastic start with some raw and some cooked and some in between. And we'll continue with the hot food stations and the tempura and the grill station and of course the ramen to a fantastic buffet. So good. Round one is complete and it was delicious, and so is this cocktail. Very good. The abiris are fantastic, and that salmon abiri, just like the tuna, torched to perfection, and the tempura sushi, crispy on the outside and soft and flavorful on the inside. And I know pollock isn't one of the more fancier fish, but again, Chef JR just grilled that to perfection. Very delicious. And since I have the cracker left, I made good use of it as a bed for the smoked salmon, topped with the salmon ceviche and the crunchy skin. Super fantastic, terrific, tasty, as they say in Japan. And that ebi shrimp sushi, definitely one of the best I've had. And since we're done with the sushi and the yakitori, let's go for more hot food and maybe some tempura. Let's go. Thank you so much. What a fantastic start. And we will go for a second round. But I'm always trying to be cautious because right in front is an amazing dessert station. And again, this is what they're well known for. And I'm just gonna take a peek first because it's looking absolutely gorgeous. And this is kind of a live mini dessert jar. And earlier on, I got to see Chef V instructing the other chefs on how to make this wonderful work of dessert art. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. And as I go through to the hot food station, I can see, hi Chef.
Good evening.
And I can see some ice cream cones for, I guess, the ice cream cart?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And I'll make sure I'll remember that and I'll save some room. And it's always nice to remember what they have. And I'm gonna go back for the tempura later so that it can be nice and hot and fresh. But we'll go to the left side of the hot food station first. And we'll grab a plate here. Oh, and they really know how to do it. These plates are massive. And let's see. Okay, first cloche is setting their standard high. And again, this is my favorite fish. This is sea bass, but baked carefully. Oh, and I might have taken a bigger piece. And moving on, this seems like this is Indonesian because I can see the name goreng, but it is a dark goreng with squidding, I presume. Oh, it must be because I see rings of squid here and just a little bit. Oh, right in the middle. All right, moving on. Some dim sum. Okay. So I always like to try the dim sum to test how good the buffet is. And these shrimp dumpling or the hagao, and they actually look freshly made, not frozen, but we'll tell, or we'll find out for ourselves. And let's see, moving on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is getting better and better. This is soft-shelled crab in the Singapore chili sauce, and this is wonderful. All the Singapore chili crab goodness without the work. And unfortunately, I know I've taken too much, but that's okay. Let's see what's next. A Thai curry of pollock. And that I will skip because I know they have a seafood station where they do make the curry sauce as well. But moving on. Oh, so normally I would not go for the char siu, but this looks so tender and fatty, so we'll just go for one. And I must say, every cloche, every dish is looking super terrific good, as they say in Japan. I know in Japan they kind of like the French food, and this is a magnificent beef burgundy with the pearl onions. Okay, over here with the mushrooms and more beef. And that is looking so good. And let's see what's on the other side. Oh, and it's a long walk because we have to go through the sushi area. But let's see. Okay, oh, and this is my favorite. This, they call it salmon jaw, but it's really salmon collar. And I know it's good because there is none left, just one. But I did a bit of reconnaissance earlier and I saw they had something even better, and I'll show you later. But in the meantime, this is looking like sweet sour pork, you think? Let's just try a little bit. Right here. This is, I can see through the glass. This is pork belly, and it looks luscious and fatty, and believe it or not, it's a little too fatty for me. I can't believe I'm saying that. But earlier on, I was saying to the salmon collar is my favorite, but this is my next favorite, or my all-time favorite. This is the hamachi collar. And to most folks, the collar is a kind of a waist cut that they don't use, but it is really tender. It's kind of like the oxtail where nobody likes to eat it. And now oxtail is more expensive than prime rib sometimes. And let's see what else. All right, so some veggies and a beef stew. But since we have the French stew, I think we can move on. And the buffet is in full swing. And unfortunately, not too much left, so we'll probably have to come back for more, but that's okay. Let's see. Ooh, definitely go for some tempura. Oh, that looks so good, chef. So maybe we don't need to wait after all. I think I can just order and it will come to you. Hi, ma'am.
Yes.
Hi. Oh, can I just order?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is great. So, can I get some Thai curry sauce? Maybe two prawns and one crab, and maybe two mussels. Yeah,
Is that all, sir?
that's all.
This is your order number. Just put this on your table.
Okay. Thank you so much.
If it is that.
Okay. Thank you so much. So a lot of the work has been done for you, and we can see chef hard at work, and more chefs hard at work. Hey, Chef Ed. Hey, Chef Malik. Oh, this looks gorgeous.
Fresh tempura.
Oh, nothing better than some fresh tempura. And what is this?
This one is fish.
Fish. Okay. Well, I'll go for. Oh, we'll skip the vegetables. No. Yeah. Okay. We'll go for one of these right on the side, and maybe one more, and a fish. And as they say, tempura doesn't wait for you, you wait for it, so we better get back to our table. All right, so I had to rush back a bit, and we gotta try the tempura without haste. And let's give this a try. Nice and crispy, dipped in the tempura sauce. That is steaming hot, and it's really nice to have a fresh tempura. Meaty sweetness of the ocean, crispy coating, and a brilliant tempura sauce. Absolutely wonderful. And this is becoming a seafood dish aside from the beef and the cha xiao. And I want to try the shrimp dumpling, as it's a little hard to pick up, but this would be a test to see how good their dim sum is. Oh, okay. It's not bad. Pretty good. The wrapper is a little thicker, but the filling is very good. Not as good as the red jade, but still very good nonetheless. And you might have noticed there's a wine glass here because I just couldn't resist. They have free flowing wines, and I ordered a glass of white wine, and they brought the vessel first, but not its content. And the free flowing alcoholic drinks, the wines, the beer, and the spirits, it's about $1,700 or 1,700 pesos, and I'll convert that. That's probably about $20, $25. Very good deal, but I'll do the conversion correctly. But while we wait for the wine, we gotta try the Indonesian mie goreng in squid ink form. And oh, actually, there is a nice spice to it. Oh, mie goreng is very good. But to counteract the spice, we will go for that cheesy sea bass. And again, sea bass, definitely one of my favorite fish. Oh. That is delicious. It's rich and buttery and made even more rich and buttery with the, I think that is a Mornay, cheesy Mornay sauce. And to go well with that rich fish, it would be good with a glass of wine, but the mango juice will do. But wait, here is Carl.
Sir?
Oh, hi.
For our white wine.
Oh.
Romano Chardonnay 2023 from Australia.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh, that, Carl, absolutely wonderful. May I have more? Oh, thank you. Here, I'll just set it here. All right, just in the nick of time, sip number 2. Cheers. And sip number 2 is just as good as sip number 1, as is sip number 3. So it's kind of neat because while we're enjoying this, I know the curry and the seafood station is being made. So taking a break from the seafood, we will go for the char siu before it gets too cold. Oh. The roast pork is really deliciously tender with striations of fat and meat. Again, kind of like a meat and fat lasagna. So many layers of goodness. And while it is still nice and crispy, before the Singapore chili sauce gets to it, let's go for the soft-shelled crab. Definitely one of my favorite crabs. Alaskan king crab is nice, but soft-shelled crab is very tasty, nice and sweet, and very crispy and a bit spicy. Some more wine to the rescue. And I just realized, I'm not sure what I got here. Is it a 6 or a 9? We might end up with 2 dishes. So I'm gonna continue finishing all the hot food items, and I'll take you back when the seafood comes. And as I was enjoying my meal, I just realized I forgot some rice to go with the curry. So I helped myself with some white rice and the salmon ceviche and the Thai fried rice, and of course the mee goreng, and testing it out with the beef bourguignon on the rice. Beautifully tender, but it is a pearl onion. That is divine, as was the mushroom, and lo and behold, our Thai curry has come. So it's always nice to know that when you're eating, food is being prepared and they're coming to you. And we'll give the Thai curry a try. Oh, the mussels first. Beautifully plump. Oh, and absolutely gorgeous. The mussel is beautifully plump, and the Thai curry, beautiful coconut flavors, rich and aromatic, and it's got a bit of spice. And with the free flowing wines and beer, I can certainly use a nice sparkling wine, and here is Landers to the rescue. So was it 6 turns?
Yes.
6 twists? Oh, there we go. Oh, beautiful sound. Oh, thank you so much. So again, just in the nick of time, a nice sparkling glass of cava. That is much needed. And we can now continue on with the crab. Oh my goodness. And normally I don't like crab because they're too much work. But this, sorry, I had to lick my fingers. But this is so meaty. Okay. So we'll break that in half. And this part we will remove. Ah, there we go. Oh, that is incredibly hot. Oh. So meaty and delicious. And while it looks like it's a lot of work, I must say this is well worth it because of all the meatiness, although it is a bit messy. So, here's a mess. So, I still have a lot to finish up, and I'll take you back for the beautiful roast of beef and the roast of fish. And now we have a problem, sparkling or flat? We'll go with a sparkling. Cheers. So that was a magnificent round, and I kind of thought there was going to be more curry sauce to the seafood, but that's okay. The white rice with the salmon ceviche worked wonderfully well, like your own poke bowl. But my favorite was the mee goreng in the squid ink color. And finally, the hamachi collar, very tender, a hint of sweetness, and meaty as well. And now we have approached the roast station with the roast fish and the roast wagyu. And if it sounds like I'm slowing down, that's because I am. It's a lot of food. We'll grab a plate. I must say, everything here is quite elegant. All right, and let's take a look here. All right. Oh, hi, Chef Life.
Hello, sir.
Hi, can I get some of the wagyu roast and the fish and the sea bass?
Sure.
Oh.
How many slices?
Oh, maybe just one slice. A little bit full at the moment.
What do you want the done is it?
A medium.
Medium.
Yeah. Oh, that is gorgeous. Thank you, Chef Life.
You want tomatoes, sir?
Oh, maybe just one for health. Okay, thank you.
How about the sauce, sir? What do you want? We have peppercorn and a mushroom sauce.
Oh, can I get a little of both?
Sure.
And that's kind of nice, and we can decide which one is the best, and that's the beauty of the buffet. And while Chef Life is over there, it could have been the wine, but I swore I said one piece, but definitely not a big deal. And it is nice, and as we're waiting, we can see the other dishes here, the shabu shabu. Oh, hi there. Oh, and our steaks are done. Thank you so much. Oh, I've got the sauce. So another round, and this is a much smaller round with our steak and seafood. And I must say, the quality and the presentation and the elegance is top notch. And while it's not the biggest buffet in Manila, it is definitely, I think it's probably the one with the best quality in my opinion, and really beautiful here. And let's dig in to the sea bass. So absolutely no complaints here, aside from Chef Life's counting skills, because I think I got one piece of fish, and I could have sworn I ordered one steak, but I think that was over counted, but that's okay. That's a wonderful problem to have, and hopefully all the problems are going to be like that. Oh. The sea bass, even though it is roasted, it is so succulent and moist, not dry at all. So good. And a perfect pairing with the sparkling or the flat. Beautifully smooth. And what would go good with the beef is some red wine, and of course Lander is here. Impeccable timing. Thank you. Oh,
Chairman selection, Cabernet Sauvignon.
oh, a Cab Sav, wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's give this a try. I think I'm really taking advantage of the free-flowing drink because this beautiful room is beginning to move and swirl and spin, and it's all thanks to Carl and Lander. Cheers. Oh, that is very smooth, nice and rich and dark, full-bodied, and it almost sounds like I know what I'm talking about. But it is very good. And I can't wait to try that with the steak. And again, I do realize that it's probably one piece and the Chef Life just cut it into three. So just kind of playing around there. But this is a Wagyu chuck, Australian Wagyu. And we have a blush of pink, but it is a bit thin. So it might be a bit over, but that's okay. We've got the mushroom sauce to the rescue. And my mistake again. That's perfectly tender because it still has a lovely blush of pink and so tender. And I suspect because it is the Australian Wagyu, a high quality beef. And this buffet again is all about the quality. And we'll go for the peppercorn sauce. Oh, wonderfully delicious. And between the mushroom sauce and the peppercorn sauce, the peppercorn wins because it's got a nice kick to it. Very good. So this is going to be incredibly easy to finish. And once this is done, we'll take you back for dessert and just a glass of wine first. Very nice. So I'm walking really slow and also really struggling to walk straight. And this is a bit of a dilemma because right in front of us is the dessert. And I realized that I was craving for the ramen over there, but just not enough room for both. So I think we will need to go for what they are known for at the Hotel Okura, and that is the desserts. And this is absolutely gorgeous. And we'll just have to wait our turn for the plates very patiently. Here we go. All right, so I do have to say that, again, quality and the standards are very high here, down to the impeccably clean plates, although rather small considering there's so many desserts here. And staring right in front of us is something that is too irresistible to turn down. The cherries of Japan. Ooh, carefully. There we go. I think we'll put it right in the center. All right, and moving on. This isn't the largest dessert station I've seen, but certainly the most elegant, down to a panna cotta. But right in front of us is a beautiful cheesecake, and I don't think we can resist as well. Let's give that a try, and I'm just gonna take a small wedge. Oh, there we go. Over here. And it's nice that it actually stands up. Okay, and we definitely need to go for that panna cotta, but a glass, shot glass and a porcelain plate is a recipe for disaster, but let's see, I'll go back for that a little bit later. But moving on, we've got a beautiful globe, and below that, underneath the village, are some chocolate cake. But what is looking really good is this decadent chocolate mousse cake. And this is a Cocoa Nirvana, and I can't think of a better name than this. Is gooey and tacky. And let's see what else we have. Some beautiful truffles that are very popular. And I think these are cranberry white chocolate truffles. We'll go for one. Oh, hard to pick up. And I believe this is a station where we build our own. This is the model, and I believe we have to try to repeat that with the toppings and the custard. And oh my goodness, I would love to use a siphon gun, and apologies to the hotel if I'm about to make a mess. Do I make that myself?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we do here. So looking at the layers, we have a sponge, some custard, some strawberry. I think that is another sponge or a custard. Let's give it a try. And I think I might get some help here. Hey, Chef Jessica. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this, but I would appreciate any suggestions or feedback. All right, let's give this a try. So a sponge, all right. Oh, and you have this in order.
Yes.
Right in here. Sugar syrup. Ooh, strawberry mousse. Excuse my shaking hands. It was Carl and Lander who gave me so much wine and spirits. It was kind of hard to say no. But let's see, what else is next?
Almond crumble
Okay.
for your base.
Base number 2. Mango next. The blueberry. Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is teamwork.
Yes.
And the final, the siphon gun. Oh, the spuma. All right. Oh, thank you. All right, let's give this a go. Yeah. So right in here. Ooh. So I knew I was gonna make a mess, but that's half the fun, and thank you so much, Chef Jessica. This is the model, and this is mine. Not too bad. You're very kind. All right. So very kind of Chef Jessica. And next we have some mochis. We'll go for a chocolate mochi because there's still room. And I almost forgot the other side, all the way down there. We've got some beautiful desserts, and we've got the Christmas cookies. Maybe a cookie of green. There we go. And a beautiful fruitcake right over here, carefully. And we should really get back, but oh, ice cream. All right, and these are looking so good. Many different flavors. And if you don't know what they are, they have them listed over here. Oh, and dear Lord, they have wasabi gelato. I think we gotta give this a try. Hi, Chef Jessica. Can I try some ice cream? And can I try a few flavors? So I'm very curious, and I'm kind of afraid. Can I try the wasabi gelato? That's good. What is your favorite here?
My favorite is pistachio cranberry.
Oh, okay. Let's go for the pistachio. That's actually my favorite too. All right.
I love pistachio.
Oh, and that's looking so good. And let's see, how about the strawberry crunch? Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, and are those the toppings?
Yes.
Oh, so now it's time for the fun part, and that is the toppings. And I like to keep it simple with just a bit of chopped nuts on the strawberry and the pistachio And I'm not sure if you can see the colors because the table is backlit, but this is like the brightest green. I'm not sure what this is. Well, let's give that a try right here. And this is the brightest red right over here. And we better get back to the table because ice cream doesn't wait. Okay, so finally the dessert round, and it is pretty gorgeous. So I hope you can see the colors a bit better here because that is some type of red powder, a green powder, pistachio underneath, and strawberry on top, sitting above the wasabi gelato. And I gotta give the wasabi gelato a try. I'm just so curious. Oh, wish me luck. You gotta give the wasabi gelato a try. It is the strangest thing. It tastes like wasabi, but sweet and aromatic. Who knew that wasabi makes a perfect dessert? It's got just the slightest hint of kick of that little punch of spiciness, but it goes away pretty quickly. And we've got to try the strawberry first so that we can get to the pistachio. Strawberry with a bit of nuts. Rich and decadent. And one thing I didn't realize is the beautiful texture. And one thing I didn't realize is the beautiful texture in the strawberry ice cream. It's not just strawberry, but there is a bit of crunch and a bit of texture to it. The ice creams are heavenly. And finally, my favorite. This is the pistachio with a more hint of green. If we're going to get the ice cream, I would highly recommend the wasabi gelato and also this pistachio ice cream because it's got chunks of pistachio in here and it actually tastes like pistachio with a perfect color instead of that neon green that you see in the supermarkets. That is lovely. And I gotta try my creation. And while the model is nicely layered, mine is anything but. And I gotta say, giving people access to the whipped cream canister, it's a recipe for disasters. And I gotta say, giving people access to that whipped cream canister, it's kind of a recipe for disaster because there's kids around and people like me. But anyhow, let's dig in to this monstrosity of a dessert made by yours truly. It tastes much better than it looks, and I mean that sincerely. But it's nice because no matter how it is, you've got all the different flavors, the whipped cream, the mango, the blueberry, the crunch, and the sponge base. It's a medley of flavors and they all work. And I gotta dig in to one of the most iconic symbols of Japan, and that is the cherry. And this is a form of a cherry tart. Oh, and this is really nice. I'm not sure if you can see, but let me tip it up. But I'm not sure if you can see, but it's got a nice crispy crust. I believe that is an almond layer with cherry mousse and cherries as well. Make sure you go for the cherry tart. Incredibly well balanced, and it is an almond filling at the bottom. but the richness and the fruitiness of the cherry, very good, but very heavy. And all I need is a cup of coffee, and Carl is here again. Oh, thank you, Carl. Oh, thank you so much. Perfect timing as usual, and a bit of cream. Oops, swirl. A perfect pairing once again. Oh, very good coffee, and again, the quality here, second to none. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the coffee. And as much as I like the coffee, I like this chocolate Nirvana even more. At least I think I will, but let's give it a try. So a little bit of the chocolate bubble and the chocolate sponge. Oh. It's chocolate heaven, and I know why they call it chocolate Nirvana. So this, again, reminds me of the largest buffet in Tokyo, the Hapuna buffet, because this is so grand, almost like a buffet stadium. But this is buffet Okura, and while it's not the largest, the quality and the standards are second to none. So thank you so much for joining. And as we continue our search for the best buffet in Manila or in the Philippines, I can honestly say this is the best Japanese buffet here in Manila. Again, not a whole grand Vegas style type buffet, but everything they have is done impeccably well, with Chef JR at the helm of the yakitori station and sous chef Matet making sure everything is impeccably done and helping out with that wonderful kilawin, and Chef V overseeing the pastries and the desserts. Very nice. Oh, and of course, Carl and Lander causing all the trouble with beautiful selection of wines and drinks, and just got to finish this up. Very nice. And of course, Sheila and Abby and all the great folks here. So thank you so much for joining. And until we see each other again, I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're traveling well. And I hope you're eating well. And really great time here. And I just need another sip of that wonderful coffee. Cheers. Very good. And I'll see you later.